So, quarter century Bonanza's out, and if you guys are Yu-Gi-Oh fans, you know this set is kind of really popular, especially with the nostalgia bait that's in the set. There are a lot of amazing cards in the set, a lot of cool reprints, and a lot of amazing nostalgic cards. Some of the amazing cards I've pulled so far opening the set at my locals include quarter century hero art memorization, I guess you would call it, and quarter century dragon or dark magician girl, the dragon knight. So we're hoping to pull some amazing cards. My personal chase today will be either Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind or the amazing and beautiful Dark Magician Girls. But realistically, I think if I pulled Flame Wingman or Thunder Giant quarter century rare, I would GX nerd out. So we're going to open up 2 boxes today and just kind of determine if they're worth it. These boxes costed me roughly $95 or so. Now, give or take, they were at a slight discount because I used the Ruxin code to buy from Sassy Auto. But I did pay under $100. But my boxes at my locals were about $109. So depending on where you buy these from, they can range anywhere from probably $95 to $105. So we're going to pretty much put a $100 price tag when we judge these boxes. So you get 24 booster packs. Each booster pack comes with 5 cards. It includes 1 nostalgia card at the front slot, as well as 4 other prints. And we're going to start off with a quarter century Gores, the Emissary of Darkness. Now, this is a nostalgia card. Very, very classic in my opinion. Love that card. Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils, a very good reprint. Deep Sea Diva's okay. But it's seen mini prints. Fabled Lurie, one of the more disappointing cards, and a Destiny Hero Malicious. Malicious and Wanted are great cards, but the quarter century Gore starting things off is pretty nice. Now, I will be honest, a lot of these quarter centuries, I think that I'm going to look at their centering after the vid and probably determine whether or not if I want to grade them. Because some of the quarter centuries, man, the nostalgic bait is so nice that having them in PSA 10 would be really cool. So, second pack. Let's see if we can get another nice classic card. Ooh, Thunder King Ryo. That's a really cool Platinum Secret Rare. The Platinum Secret Rare, I'm going to be honest, I like that one a little bit better. I've always liked silver text over gold text. I think it looks a little bit better overall. Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos. Allure of Darkness. Salamangreat Circle as a, not a collector's rare, an ultimate rare. And, oh wow, another 25th anniversary, Mermail Abysteus. This one's a little bit less of a desired one. I did not play Mermail format. I think I left the game right before they became a thing, temporarily. But it's a really cool card nonetheless. It would be great for any of those Mermail fans. As for our other big hits, collectors, I keep calling it collectors. Ultimate Rare, Salamangreat Circle's okay. These other cards, just kind of your basic reprints that you could expect in the set. We've hit 2 of our rough average boxes, about 6 quarter centuries. Let's see if we can. Ooh, that's a nice one. Mobius the Frost Monarch. The mini boxes that we pulled, we did not see Mobius, so that's a nice one. That's going to be a personal collection edition. I'm a huge fan of Mobius. Title, Redox. Ooh, Dracosac Ultimate Rare. That's nice. And then another Abysteus. Dracosac Ultimate Rare is really cool as well. This actually might just be a binder card. It looks so pretty. Look at that texture. I'm a big fan of Dracosac. Not because of Dragon Rulers. I actually left the game for Dragon Ruler format. Mainly because I played Fire Fist at the time and I just hated Dragon Rulers. They were so powerful. Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, another beautiful one. But I play Dracosac in Dark Magicians, and I just love the card. Blackwing Gale, not a 25th, but it's still a nice binder card. Kizaru, Super Poly, that's a nice little playable jam right there. Title. And the polymerization, the hero art, that's nice. So far, this box has been pretty fire for my personal taste. Obviously, everybody's going to have a little bit of a difference when it comes to these cards. Like trade-in, for example, I don't play a lot of level 8 decks, so this is not an exciting card for me to see. Totally Awesome is really good. Diabellstar, another good one. Monster Reborn, a classic. And Neptibus. So, like, there are some cards that I might get excited for that you're like, I don't know why this weird guy is getting excited for it. And there's some cards like Fishborg Blaster where I never built a bond with that many of you would probably love. So that's what I love about this set. There's a little bit of stuff for everybody, like the Gearsu, the Orcus Mekk-Knight Ultimate Rare. And Deep Sea Diva Platinum. Man, that was a massive print line. I can't get it back in the glare, but I just seen it. It goes across like right there. Deep Sea Diva Platinum is pretty nice. Alright, let's see. Ooh, Infernity Arcfiend. That's the first time seeing this guy as well. Beautiful card. Nice classic. Cursed Hill, the Forbidden Spell, and Redox. Generic reprints. By the way, you're probably going to see a lot of Dragon Rulers. I feel like the Dragon Rulers are very, very easy to hit. I am going to put the retro card in the back since it could be one of the 2 hits of the box. Thunder Dragon Colossus, nice reprint. And Snipe Hunter. Oh, that's a classic. I know a lot of old format players are going to be enjoying that one. That's a really good one. Not much in the playable aspect today, but if you're an old school fan, Snipe Hunter is not a collector's rare. A quarter century might be a nice addition to your collection. Wind to Wind Charmer, Rivalry of Warlords, Title, and Palladium Oracle Mahad. As a Dark Magician fan, I can appreciate this card, but I'm going to be honest, this was one of the ones I didn't care to see. But as a Dark Magician fan, I will take it. Unfortunately, it is in the classic slot, and it was definitely not one of the classic cards you want as a quarter century. I think we've got 3 quarter centuries so far. I think let's do it this way so we don't reveal our old school card. I don't know if there's a set ratio to how many cards appear in the front quarter century slot versus the back quarter century slot. That collector rare Redox is beautiful. Nice. Trap Trick. And Cyberjar. That's a classic. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. I'm a huge jar fan. Whether it's Cyber, Morphing Jar number 2, or any of the other jars. I really enjoy them. So, that's a nice hit. Alright, let's see. Summoning Curse. Ancient Gear Howitzer. That grass looks greener. That grass looks greener. And Fabled Raven. I pulled a lot of Fabled Lurie. Even the quarter century version, my off-screen boxes, have not pulled a Raven. As a former Dark World player, that is a very, and I'm talking old school Dark Worlds, not new age Dark Worlds, but as an old school Dark World player, I love that card. Fabled Raven is a classic. It's also good in the Fable deck, but I never played Fables, but being able to just summon it and just discard cards like crazy, beautiful. By the way, I'm hunting alt arts of this card for my friend, so hopefully we pull either the alt art Dragon Maid Hospitality or the House Dragon Maid. Jurak Waiba. Dino Rabbits. Played the hell out of that card, and I love that card. Definitely not one that many people are going to appreciate, but as a Dino Rabbit enjoyer, that was a staple in my deck, and I love that card. Nemesis Corridor. Abysteus again. SP Little Knight, always good to see one of those. And, oh my god, is that the alternate art? That is sick. Followed by a Drill Warrior. That's cool too. Wow, that is a good one. Alternate art, Sky Striker Ace Shizuku. Beautiful card. Love the artwork on this thing. Big hitter. I pulled the quarter century of both. I think I have the other quarter century up here. Let me see. I think she's in this stack. Yeah, there she goes. I pulled the quarter century of both versions of Shizuku. That's really cool. Really good hit. Definitely want to try to get those Dragon Maids too, if we can, at least one of them. But I will take the Shizuku. Heat Wave, pretty solid card. Oh, that's sick. 1/1 collector's rare with the Sonic Chick. Or, I think it's Sonic Chick. Wanted, Clockwork Knight, and Blowback Drag. Oh, I didn't know this was in here. Another classic old school card. Barrel Dragon, but on one tribute. One-legged Barrel Dragon. Pretty solid card. I don't think it's seen much play. Maybe it's seen a little bit of play. I know I played it because I wasn't like the duelist as a kid that could afford a lot of the expensive cards. Destiny Hero Malicious as a platinum, followed by Marauding Captain as a platinum. Double platinums of very nostalgic cards. Old School Warriors, Marauding Captain, great card. And then Teledad, Destiny Heroes. Both amazing cards. Snake Eyes, pretty good card. Hatsume. Black Rose Moonlight as a secret rare. I think in my first few boxes, I've only pulled this as a super, so seeing it as a high rarity is nice. And Tomb Blackluster, that's a nice one. This is one that even as a platinum, and even though it's not going to be expensive, I love this card so much that I would not mind getting it graded and adding it to the beautiful collection of amazing cards. I'm going to have a massive Yu-Gi-Oh! Graded collection after the set. I don't collect a lot of graded Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I'm more of a Pokemon collector. But man, there's just so much nostalgia, reliving my childhood with a lot of these cards. Lord of Heavenly Prison, a Rivalry of Warlords, and Marauding Captain, 25th anniversary. I know a friend of mine that's going to love this card. He played Old School Warriors, freed the Matchless General, Marauding Captain, and I know he's going to love having that card. So we're hitting a lot of quarter centuries. We still got a few packs left in this box. Let's hope we can get at least one more. Madolche Salon, Sky Striker Ace Shizuku. So this is the Shizuku box, and that's nice as a collector's rare. And Eradicator Epidemic Virus, a classic. One of those cards that if you played Old School Dark Worlds, you ran. Because being able to tribute off the dark monsters and stop your opponent from doing things was always nice. Punishment Dragon, Danger Big Butt, Salamangreat Circle, and Trap Hole. The one card out of this entire set I do not want to see as a quarter century. Alright, I told my friends this, and I think you guys can agree. It should have been Bottomless. I don't know if Bottomless has gotten a quarter century, but if it hasn't, that should have been Bottomless Trap Hole. Galatea, Set Rotation. And, oh, that is sick. Red Eyes. Now, this would be a great quarter century to get, but I'll even take it as a secret rare. Red Eyes is such a cool Yu-Gi-Oh card. Beautiful. Nice alternate artwork. We've had some really, really great hits in this box. I'm talking insane pulls. Oh, shit. I forgot to put that backwards. Nectaria Barkion, though. Pretty solid card. Not going to be like one of the most desirables. Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell as a collector's rare. That card haunts me as somebody who's had that used against them in casual duels, especially playing a deck such as Crystal Beast. It's nightmare fuel anytime you see that card. Alright. Lord of Heavenly Prison, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, Kizaru, Abyss Shark, and Dandelion. Okay, that's cool. Very nostalgic card as well. Played in a lot of plant decks back in the day. So if you're a plant player, you probably have some fond memories with that card. Monster Reborn, Revealer of the Ice Barrier, Title, Armageddon Knight as a platinum, nice. And then Ronin Tonin as a platinum. Nice. Double platinum action. Beautiful cards. Ronin Toten, Frog players. Armageddon Knight, mini decks. I don't think I've ever seen a format where Armageddon Knight couldn't be played in something, because it's such a good generic card. Totally awesome. That is nice as an ultimate rare. I feel like I haven't pulled a lot of collector rares in this opening. And Ultimate Offering. Oh, that's an old school classic. That's nice. I'm curious because I feel like collector's rares, we didn't pull many of them. We pulled 1, 2. Maybe there's 1. No, that's just 1 card. 3. Okay, maybe we did pull more than I thought. 4. No, yeah, 4. Okay, I pulled more than I thought. I thought I pulled like 1 or 2. Very nice box though. So box number 1, I gotta say that was a dub. When it comes to like my favorite hits of the box, the ones I put in sleeves, you got Red Eyes, you got Tune. It looks like we only ended up getting 5, unless one of them was something I thought wasn't one. Looks like we only got 5 quarter centuries. I will double check all of my other cards later and see if I missed one. But the 5 quarter centuries, 2 of them are super nostalgic for me. One of them is a big hitter in my opinion, the Shizuku alternate art. For my nostalgic, it'll be Gores and Marauding Captain. The other 2, it's a take it or leave it. I didn't really care for those that much. Wish one of these would have been quarter century, but I will take those as platinum. And then once again, you got a bunch of beautiful cards in here. I don't think any of the ones in here were quarter century. I think they were all platinums. But once again, I'm looking at my opening through a camera. So there could have absolutely been another quarter century that I just overlooked. And if that's the case, I'm hoping it's like something insane. Because it would be nice to just go back through here and be like, oh snap, that was a quarter century and it was an insane one, right? But for the most part, it looks like nothing in here is quarter century. We did pull a lot of amazing cards though. Like a lot of cool collector's rares, a lot of cool ultimate rares. So I'm going to go ahead and put those to the side. I'm going to go ahead and get my trash out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and go into box number 2. Now, box number 2, we are chasing quite a few cards. We have yet to see any of them. And while we pulled some amazing cards, we're going to hope that we hit one of those chases. All right, so let's start off with pack number 1. So far, this set's like a 9 out of 10. I've been enjoying it. Every box I've bought, I have not felt like I've lost money or like I felt like I wasted my money. I've been having a lot of joy with this set. Armageddon Knight and Infernity Arcfiend. I don't have a lot of fondness for Infernities, right? First and foremost, I've always thought back when they were prevalent in the meta that they were an extremely toxic and volatile deck. I hated them. And then I never really liked the artworks. So that's not a card that I absolutely despise. I just never really cared for them. So that's one of those lower end cards for me personally. We got Neptibus, Laundry Dragon Maid, Area, and Treeborn. That would be a really cool collector's rare or ultimate rare to get just for the binder. That would be an awesome binder card as one of those rarities. Now, sure, we can get the quarter century, but like that on that Treeborn would be so nice. Oh, Obelisk. That's nice. It's just a platinum, but it's cool. I love that they chose these alternate arts for these gods instead of your old school, like, normal arts, because it makes them feel more dynamic. Like, we've seen a ton of, I'm going to call them the anime arts for those gods. It's nice to see something varying, right? Hatsume, Lower Darkness. Danger, Big Butt. Oh, that's not one. Oh, Shrink. That's cool for old school Glad Beach fans. That's the deck I think of when I see Shrink. If I would have gotten a Danger Big Butt, I would have preferred the alternate art. I like the alternate art better than this one. This is also one of my least favorite Danger monsters. Like Tsukinoko, Nessie. I like those monsters better. Even Ogopogo. Like, I like Wolfman and all of them a little bit better. Wanted, that's a nice one. And Breaker, that would have been a really, really sick card to get as a quarter century. Old school classic card. GOAT format. Beautiful card. One of my favorite spellcaster monsters of all time. I know he's a classic. Summon. You're either got a 1900 beater or you got somebody who's going to pop a spell. Very, very nice. Black Rose Moonlight, 6 Sam United, Galatea, Malicious, And Absolute Zero, another nostalgic one. That's one I wouldn't mind as a quarter century, but if I get an Elemental Hero Fusion, I'd prefer the other two. Thunder Giant or Flame Wingman. Armageddon Knight, Ostinato. That grass looks greener. And a 1-for-1. Ah, it's not the Chicky version. Damn. This card would have been so cool if it would have been the Sonic Chick version. I mean, I will take a 1-for-1 playable card. Very nice. But I would have preferred the alternate art because the alternate art is so freaking cute. No disrespect to the Black Whirlwind, but I already have that as platinum. I would prefer any Blackwing cards as platinum. Swap Frog, nice. And Dualicat. Okay, that's a nice one. That's going into the personal collection. I have yet to pull this card in any of my boxes. I love this card. This is one of the ones that I don't think will really have much value when it comes to like quarter century. But for me as a private collector, would be nice. All right. We got a couple of quarter centuries. We got a couple of other rarities. Let's see if we can get something big out of this next pack. Title. Return of the Dragon Lords. And I did not know Exiled Force was in this set. That's cool. Nice classic card. I know my friend who loves Marauding Captain will appreciate that. He might not get the Marauding Captain from me, but I can give him the Platinum Secret Exiled Force. I know he'll appreciate that because it would definitely help bling out his old school warrior deck. Nemesis Flag. I pull this a lot. Ooh, and then Danger Bigfoot. Double Collector Rare. And Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, as a platinum. Nice. Beautiful Platinum Secret. Already pulled that one as a quarter century, so I'm not hunting that one. Grave of the Super Ancient Orgasm. 1-for-1. Dang, that's a lot of duplicates on those high rarities. And Card of Demise. Oof. That is not one I wanted to see. I mean, shout outs to all the Card of Demise fans. It's a pretty card, but not one I wanted to see. I feel like I'm definitely getting the short end of the stick on this second box. It is a bunch of cards I do not want to see as quarter centuries. It's just cards I don't mesh with or I didn't bond with as a player. And sometimes that's the way these boxes work. Thunder Dragon Dark is a beautiful card as a collector rare. This is definitely a nice binder edition. These collector rares are really cool because if you like collecting in a binder, they can fill up your binder without really breaking the bank, right? Ancient Gear Golem as a platinum, that's pretty nice. I know that's going to be a classic for a lot of old school GX fans. Be another one I wouldn't mind as a quarter century. I know it's Ancient Gear Golem. He's not going to have a high demand for like people wanting it, but it would be nice. House Dragon Maid, Blaster, Super Poly, and Stratos. Hey, that's nice. Those are both classic cards. It'd be cool. It would have been cool if they would have had the Stratos Altart in here. I don't think they do. I'm not sure if they do, but it'd be cool if they did. Branded opening, Cyanide Mining, and Gemini Elf. Damn, I almost thought that was going to be the quarter century. Because this is a classic card as well. If you played back when sets like Labyrinth, The Nightmare, and Legacy of Darkness came out, you know this girl is just these girls are just massive beat sticks. Beautiful card. Nice secret rare from back in the day. Absolute insanity. Ancient Gear Ballista. Crystal Shark. Bonfire Ultimate Rare. Very nice. Very playable. Laundry Dragon Maid. And Armory Arm Quarter Century. This is my first duplicate. Wow. I actually pulled a duplicate. Armory Arm Quarter Century. One of the more disappointing quarter centuries to get. Not in the sense that it's bad. I like Armory Arm a lot. But it's a duplicate. Oh. Didn't mean to reveal that early. But Gladiator Beast Gyzaris. Heatwave. Dark Beckoning Beast. And 1-for-1. Gladiator Beast Gyzaris is a cool one. I know I have another friend. Once again, we're old school Yu-Gi-Oh players, so we love a lot of nostalgia. And he loves Glad Beast. And I know he's excited for the new Gladiator Beast support. Ostinato. Oh, Gizno. Wow, I didn't know this card was in here. That is sick. Did not know Jinzo was a card in this set, but I will take it. See, that just tells you, because I've opened up like 6 boxes of the set, and I've had friends open up. We probably, at this point, if I add these 2 boxes in it, we probably open up more than a case. And we still haven't seen some of the amazing classic cards. So, that is nice. Swap Frog. And Zombie Master. Okay, a nice classic zombie card. If you played old school zombie based decks, that was definitely one of those cards that you like to have in your deck. Nemesis Flag. Diabell Star, that's nice. And Overload Fusion. Okay. Another classic GX card. Colossus, Abisteus, Hatsumi, Madolche Salon, and Dark Magician. Dang, that is like 3 cards that I got in the platinum slot that would have been killer in the quarter century slot, or like as a quarter century rare. Dark Magician, Jinzo, a bunch of other cards, and instead I get a second Armory Arm. It's just my luck. Just my luck. Clockwork Knight, Deep Sea Diva, Monster Reborn. Oh, that's cool. Destiny Hero Malicious, followed by a Cyber Dragon. Nice. So Malicious is a good one. I know this is a very, very classic card as well. Played in a lot of old school decks. I know a lot of people are going to love that one. And then the Dark Cyber Dragon gives me vibes of Dark Zane. Really cool. Another card that I would not mind as a quarter century. I don't know how many quarter centuries we're sitting in this box. I only got 3 packs left. Let's hope we can get another one. At least one more. I feel like if we get a quarter century, it's going to be in this slot. Oh, Blue Eyes Ultimate. Another card that would have been a badass quarter century. But I feel like if we get another quarter century, it's going to be in the regular set slot and not the nostalgic set slot. Because I feel like most of our quarter century hits have been the nostalgic set in the second box. Which is nice, but once again, that's like, it's like 100 cards or something. Like, it's a large number of cards. And it unfortunately means that whatever card you're chasing, you may never see. Revealer of the Ice Barrier and Macrocosmos. Hey. Alright, last pack. Let's get some last pack magic and see if we can get at least one beautiful card. Oh, shit. I should have saved that for the end. A Dark Magician Girl. Once again, another one of those cards that would have been a perfect quarter century. But I will take it. Dark Magician Girl. We'll always take one of those. Looks like we may have something back here. Let's see if we can get something good. Just a Crystal Shark Platinum. Oof. Okay, so I want to say we started off pretty strong. So I believe this is the first box's pool. So this is all the second box and the good pulls we got from it. I gotta say, I think the second box overall was better. But when it comes to quarter centuries, I think we were weaker. And you'll see why once I pull out all the quarter centuries. Now, give or take, this is just my personal opinion. Some of you might agree. Some of you might disagree with my takes on the quarter centuries. For the quarter centuries, it looks like we got 6 this time around. My favorite one is probably Malicious. And then it'll be followed by Armory Arm. Some of these are really cool. Some of these I don't care about. Once again, if this would have been the alternate art, I would have been happier. Platinums, though. Platinums have been fire. Look at all the amazing platinums I ended up getting from this box. Including Dark Magician Girl. Beautiful. Blue Eyes Ultimate. Cyber Dragon. Gemini. Elf. The Dragon Knight. Duel Academy. Breaker. Obelisk the Tormentor. So even though our quarter centuries kind of disappointed, I gotta say, I think that our overall box was pretty fire. And I think if we combine it with this box and the amazing quarter centuries, I think overall we hit some really fire pulls, especially when you consider that some of these will be great options if you are a graded collector or a PSA collector. As for the other random cards that were in this box, I've got to point out that I did not get a lot of playable staples. Like, when I opened up my boxes from locals, I got a lot of SP Little Knights, a lot of Bonfires, a lot of Triple Tactics Thrust, which we didn't even see today, a lot of Diabell Stars, a lot of the Wanted. And I feel like these boxes definitely were on the very, very low end of pulling these amazing playable cards. Like one SP Little Knight, a couple of Wanteds. So I feel like we definitely struck out in that regard. But at the same time, it all depends on what you're hunting for. Are you trying to get the playable reprints? Are you trying to pull multiple SP Little Knights? Are you trying to pull multiple Wanteds? Are you just trying to pull nostalgic cards? Because I think the reason I would say that I'm opening up this box is the nostalgia chase. I'm really enjoying all the nostalgia chases. Now, don't get me wrong, some of the other more playable cards like 141 and Danger Big Butt are nice as quarter centuries, but Marauding Captain, Gores, right? The Red Eyes reprint, Armory Arm, Infernity Arcfiend, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician, Gemini Elf, right? Those are the cards that stand out to me why I have fun opening this set. So I think if I give this set a rating, I'm definitely going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's an amazing set. I don't think it's the perfect set. I think the perfect set, they would have reduced down the nostalgia pool just a bit to make it a little bit more easier to pull the better cards, because there were some cards in the nostalgia pool. If you go and look at the card list, you might be able to determine, for example, right? I think it's in this stack. Absolutely didn't need to be in the nostalgia pool, right? And then if we go through and look at some of the other nostalgia pool cards, right? Blowback, cool, but did it really need to be in the nostalgia pool? Did Drill Warrior need a reprint, right? Did Jurak Guaiba really need a spot in the pool, right? There are some cards that are in the nostalgia pool that you just kind of like, maybe they could have cut a few of them just to reduce the size down a little bit to make it slightly easier to pull what you want to pull if you're trying to open up product. Because the thing with this product that makes it a little bit harder to give it a perfect 10 out of 10 is it's expensive. Even if boxes kind of crash, they're still going to be like $90. Like, I think distro prices for these boxes are like $90+. So in order for sellers to sell them, they at least have to sell them roughly at $90 to break even. And that's if you're a high-end seller. If you're a low-end seller, your boxes are probably like $100 a box from your distros, which is very expensive, right? So these boxes are just naturally more expensive. And I get it. I can get why, because of all the amazing cards that are in them, all the amazing holo foil patterns that you can get and stuff like that. Great, great cards. Great system of like cards that you can get, and a great way to enjoy them with all the different rarities. But at the same time, I can say that it does feel like if you're opening a lot of boxes, you may never pull the card you want to pull. For example, my chases are probably going to be impossible to pull. Quarter Century Flame Wingman, Quarter Century Thunder Giant, Quarter Century Dark Magician Girls, any of the three. Quarter Century Dark Magician, Quarter Century Blue Eyes, right? All of those cards might be a little bit hard to pull if I'm trying to open them. But if they had reduced that card pool by about 20 cards, it might not feel so bad trying to pull the card you want to pull. So that's my only nitpick with the set. But even then, it's still a 9 out of 10. I still pulled one of my top chases when I opened up this product off screen. I absolutely love this card. One of my favorite cards to come out of this set. But once again, we are pulling a lot of other amazing cards, a lot of great cards to add to the collection. So let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think about Quarter Century Bonanza? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think spending $100 on a box is worth the price? Or do you think this is one of those products that's worth passing or buying singles? Obviously, you're probably going to say buying singles, but I would love to know everybody's opinion down below, because if you're like me, you're probably just going to be enjoying ripping open this set from time to time. But as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Remember to keep it classy and stay awesome.